I'm just going to say one thing to you. Can you believe it is the final week of the Love Island?
What are we going to do now in the evening?
We're going to have to create our own Love Island.
Aren't we?
At home.
We will.
Live in perpetual love. And after Michael and Francesca... What are you laughing at? What are you laughing?
That's like your parents talking about stuff, doing bits, isn't it?
Oh, no, don't.
I'm talking about doing bits after Michael and Francesca dramatically dumped last night. Ken with the very latest on that in just a moment. But first of all, Ruthie...
We're going live to Mallorca today. Montana Brown is there for us. Lovely to see you, Montana. Things are all getting quite exciting there, aren't they?
Yes, I know. I can't believe it's a week till the grand finale, but we have so much more exciting stuff. I mean, we've got the Meet the Parents, which is always very interesting, and my personal favourite, we test the Islanders' parental skills when they have to look after that little doll. I have to say, it's pretty much the most effective form of contraception in my eyes, because it put me off having a child for quite a few years.
Yeah, that's the big thing that changes relationships.
But let's talk about last night.
Yeah?
But let's talk about last night. Michael and Francesca were dumped from the island. Were you shocked by that?
I wasn't really, actually, because I did think... I just thought, no, Amber, I think, has had enough now. And I think once she'd had enough, there was nothing more reason for him to be there, I didn't think. Yeah, I think it was time for him to go.
And
yeah,
what about...
let's take a look at what happened.
Yeah.
It's been a hard decision, but the couple we have chosen to save is... Jordan and Anna.
Apologies for my ups and downs.
Back to her. Well,
Yeah,
But just before Michael left the villa, he did decide to pull Amber for a chat, which I thought was quite nice, actually. I thought it was nice to clear the air before Michael actually exited the villa.
What was it like for you now being there? And it must make you think about what it was like that last week scenario again. What do you remember about that, Montana, the last week?
I think the last week is all about kind of securing those relationships. Everyone seems to drop the L-bomb. You just wait for it. And also, you do become the best of friends, and it's just all about enjoying every single moment that you've got together.
OK, good philosophy for life. Montana, thank you very much indeed.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you. Now, she entered Love Island as a latecomer. She arrived at the villa and instantly found a connection with Michael. But after a shock elimination, she left the island last week. Before we talk to Joanna, she's right here with us today. And let's have a look at her time on the show.
You are my type, and obviously I wanted to get to know like where you're at. Obviously you're coupled up with Amber.
The scales are tipping. I really do like you.
I like you too.
It's just in the back of my head that Michael could be doing something.
We have decided it's a new couple.
I'm not gonna say nothing right now.
Deeply, I'm sorry. And yeah, you do make me laugh.
Do you think Joanna's worried?
She'd want to be.
Do you see the same thing with them two that you see with me and him?
The rest of you must now decide who to save.
Michael.
Joanna, it's time for you to say your goodbyes.
If you found what you want, you better leave, mate.
Joanna, it's so good to see you. Well, but you were not happy. I loved how you went like that with your shoulder.
A lot of sass, a lot of sass.
A lot of sass. Was that because he wasn't going with you?
Yeah, because obviously his initial speech was like, obviously thanking everyone for keeping him in, but there was no mention of like leaving with me or anything. So I was like, oh, OK, this is good.
How hurt were you about that?
I was upset because obviously I asked him several times, you know, like, is there anything for Amber? If there's not, then obviously this is it, sort of thing. And he said, no, there's not, no, there's not. And then he didn't even leave.
Do you look at him now and think he's just a liar? He lied to Amber, he lied to you, he's lied to himself.
I think it's hard to say a lie because obviously he's going with what he feels and I don't know what he's feeling. I think everyone's confused with what he's feeling.
Well, you tried a number of many times for him to tell you what he was feeling.
Yeah.
You even sat the two of them down with you and said, right, let's talk about this.
I think the hardest thing to watch was obviously when you left and he said he was going to stay, he said that the person that he was there for was leaving, then twisted his words a few days later and said, you don't know who I was talking about. Was it hard to watch from home, obviously, because he expressed so many times how much he liked you, and then kind of going back to Amber a couple of days later?
Yeah, I think that was the biggest issue, because obviously he he just said he didn't mention a name, but it was obviously clear, and it's a bit... I'm just confused. I don't know what he feels. I don't know where he's at. It's just, for me...
So what was it like when you saw him? Because you've seen him since you've come out.
It was scary, because obviously, like, I've only known what it's like to be with him in the villa. So obviously then walking out, I was like, OK, this is weird, like, I'm seeing you in real life. Like, not in real life, but, like...
But were you still angry with him?
I think I've had time and a few days to obviously adjust and realise, you know what, like, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. And if this is how you feel, that's how you feel. But for me, there won't be any going back.
It's done.
Is it?
Yeah,
Definitely done.
I can't do it. I think that's my strike two. Obviously, I kept mentioning, I don't know if you guys saw, I kept mentioning strike one, you got one more strike, and that was the second strike.
Did you expect him to leave with you, though, when you left? Because obviously you as a couple and you got split.
Yeah.
Did you expect he was going to... Because obviously we saw that scene where you kind of just, like, put your arm aside and said, I'm not interested. Did you expect him to walk out with you?
So initially, yeah, I thought he'd walk out with me, but then when I went home and I was just watching over, I was like, actually, you can't expect someone to end their journey. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but obviously you come for one thing, and that's the mismatch of it all, I think. It's difficult.
What's that last week like for them all now, Kem? You were there for
You're going to find out. You're going out tomorrow.
I know, I am going out. Do you know, the last week for me was my favourite, because it is all... Your parents... You know your parents are coming out, hopefully, and, like, I look at it this year and I think the biggest...
But you were in a strong couple at that point.
Yeah, but I think by the last week, the bombshells stopped coming in. You're not as nervous anymore. I'm not worried about a 6'7" basketball coming in. I can relax and know the girl I'm with is...
What do you think about Ovi? Because there's been a lot of talk, hasn't there, on social media saying, oh, he should win it maybe with Amber, just with a friend, because everybody seems to love him.
Honestly, he's amazing. Like, he's got, like, such good morals, he's so genuine, and he's such a lovely person.
Yeah.
He's hilarious too as well, but he's just so tall. I literally was like, oh my gosh.
Who's the winners for you? Who do you want to win?
Definitely Belle and Anton. Definitely.
I like them together.
Do you know what? Belle's amazing, Anton's amazing, and apart, you would never think they'd go well together, but actually, when they're together, they're, like, amazing.
What do you think? Who's going to win?
I would like Belle and Anton to... I think Tommy and Molly, because they've been so strong. So.
Yeah.
But when I'm out there tomorrow, guys, I don't know yet, but I'm going to have a little look around, hopefully, because the parents are going there. I might see Tyson Fury. I don't know if he's going, but I'm going to have a little rummage around the hotel, see if I can find him.
Okay, we'll report back tomorrow. Have a safe journey.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you
so much for having me.
Lovely to see you
Thank
as well.